Absolutely delighted to be joined by Per-Anders Abrahamsson. First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking the time so early in the morning to talk to us.
It's a pleasure.
So, 30 years EAU, that's quite a stint, isn't it?
Quite a long time, but it seems like yesterday. Time is flying.
So, if you're looking back over that time, what do you think some of the highlights have been?
The highlights were quite many actually. First of all, I think our guidelines now used extensively around the world, translated to 50 languages, including Mandarin, Portuguese, Spanish and so forth. That's one of the major achievements. And the second one, I would say, our journal, European Urology, being the leading journal in terms of urology around the world. And of course, when it comes to education, we are running not only inside Europe, but beyond the boundaries of Europe. So many education events, pretty much every week actually. So a lot of achievements. But when I was appointed as Secretary General in 2007, I said we are going to turn globally. So that was a major step forward, because now, as we can see here during this meeting, we have a steady increase of people coming from Far East, Japan, South Korea, China, but also Latin America and Central America.
How important is it, given the global reach of the organisation, that you work closely with other organisations that set standards such as your own?
I think it's very important, because the world is shrinking, and as long as we have been able to improve the scientific educational events we are running, people really appreciate that. It doesn't matter whether they come from mainland China, Taiwan, or Southeast Asia, or Uruguay, or Peru. We are talking about the same things, and to improve the overall quality in terms of urology is so important. So that's, I think, has been a major achievement we have reached during this period of time.
Looking back again, looking back over the time and picking up on what you've just said, what are some of the changes that you've seen in the field of urology over that 30 years?
A lot of changes, because when I was trained as a resident 40 years ago, it was mainly open surgery. Now we are mainly using minimally invasive surgery, less traumatic, and patients are mainly staying in our wards for 1 or 2 days, but we see more and more outpatient procedures. So it's been very beneficial for our patients to treat stone diseases, malignancies, etc., etc. And now all of a sudden, I mean, the development of robotic surgery, of course, has been a major step forward.
Looking at this particular conference, what are some of the highlights of this conference been for you?
Once again, coming back, that it is a global meeting, really, and to meet people from all over the world, it's been wonderful. And in addition to that, we have increased our number of attendees, more than 1,000 extra attendees when you compare to a meeting we had last year in Stockholm. And it's interesting, because historically, only a few years ago, 80% of our attendees were sponsored by the industry. Now we're down to 45%. So it means that they really appreciate the overall quality of our educational events here and the scientific context, I say.
And finally, what about the future? What does the future hold for you?
The future is very bright. As we turn globally, this is appreciated as the leading scientific meeting in the world in terms of urology now.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you very much indeed for talking to us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.